All this legalized weed is fake. All of it. If it's selling in the store, if it's in a dispensary, if it's in a little pack, I'm thinking that this weed is fake. And this is why I think the weed is fake. It don't smoke the same. It's really, really pretty. All of it's terpenes. None of it is actual medicine for our body. They took the medicine out of the weed and legalized it. They are going to these countries and finding the organic seeds, altering the DNA, and then putting it back in these countries. So we got to realize that they're colonizing the weed. They're taking the loudness out of mama. Mama used to be loud. Used to walk into a train, walk into, and I don't mean to get like emotional and like a little bit cracky with the voice, but I remember walking into the train and stanking it up. I remember walking into buildings and people looking at me with the offensive, like, ugh, you smell like weed. That does not happen in New York City since it's been legalized. What we've been bombarded with is fake weed, and all the real weed has been attacked and confiscated by the police. So if you look on the news, you'll see in New York City that the cops are illegally shutting down these dispensaries. If weed is legal and it's supposed to help the black people in the market, why are we getting shut down? All our businesses getting shut down, all the weed getting shut down. Wasn't the legalization of weed supposed to make it easier for people of color to participate in the weed and cannabis industry? They have put all the certifications they were going to give all the black people, they put that shit on a hold on the Biden administration so they can just lock you up. This was a second attack to get the weed and to treat it like crack. To take the weed, alter the weed, and if you're not selling the legalized cannabis A, then you're not selling weed legally. So you got to realize that all these seeds are GMO seeds. None of it's organic. So if you're not getting high, it's because the weed we are smoking is fake. And if you got some real weed and you know where the real weed is, DM me. Send me this weed. I want to smoke this real weed. Let's bring the real weed back. If you know in your heart that this fucking weed is fake and you've been like steaming, working on the back ends for the cannabis because you are a true shaman and this cannabis is in our DNA. Every time we smoke, let's say I say sour diesel, y'all niggas is gonna think about the lemony taste. You're gonna think about the stankiest moments of how you got high on that sour diesel. How just a little bit of a little bowl like this, would have got you fucked up. Now we gotta smoke the whole thing and more. Now we gotta smoke 2/8 to even feel something. Why? What did they do to the weed? We gotta ask. And as smokers, as a Rastafarian, as a part of my roots, my religion, I gotta see what they're doing to the weed. Because when I'm smoking it, I used to be grateful. I used to be like, and release my problems. Now I'm smoking this shit. I'm trying to find the fucking high. And it's like they put the problems in the goddamn weed by the way that they grew it. Bob Marley says stand up for your rights. And I'm going to be honest, I feel like Bob Marley knew where the industry, the commercialized, the pharmaceutical companies were going to take this weed. They don't want you to get better. They don't want the cannabis to take away the cancer cells. We got to realize that stress is the main reason why each and every single one of us gets motherfucking sick. And this weed is stress now. They made the weed fake and turned it into a stressful situation. They shut down all the avenues of getting good quality weed, organic weed. The cops got that shit. We don't know if the cops are spraying something on the weed and then releasing it back to the public. We don't know. We have to really see that this is a strategic attack. against the indigenous people of this land who have cannabis within their DNA. That's all the people who are being locked up for cannabis. That's all the people who are pushing for the cannabis. That's the white people, the Hispanic people, the Chinese people, the black people. Any people who are with the cannabis, that's who they're attacking right now. They are trying to domesticate your mind. They're trying to domesticate your mind, make you quit the weed. That's why now all the weed makes you sick, throw up, because the spray, the pesticides that they're putting in the goddamn weed, if you smoke too much of it, let's say you're an active smoker and you smoke every day, all day. If you smoke this weed every day, all day, I don't know what's going to happen to you eventually. From my experience, if I smoke too much of this sprayed weed, I'm throwing up and I have diarrhea. So I don't know who else in this country is going through diarrhea when they're smoking and throwing up when they're too high. But I know that this weed is fake and they're trying to blame it on mama. And it don't sit right with me. So let's gang up together. Let's show the cannabis industry the real cannabis. We're gonna have to unite. We're gonna have to create a system, a protection, a unity, something where we say no more fake weed. You're fucking with the quality of living, and the mental clarity that I used to function on. This system is not built for me. So, me being intelligent as I am, creating the things that I'm creating, not being funded, under investment, seeing that our wealth went from 100 to 37 days to 7 minutes holding black people's wealth. I'm seeing that this is a deliberate attack. And cannabis is something that could potentially free a lot of people of color and has freed a lot of people of color. A lot of the music, a lot of the drug dealers, they give credit to selling cannabis and psychedelics. And at this point, they're attacking the church in your mind, the natural way of functioning and living. And if you're not about that, let's gang gang. Let's show them the real gang gang. Let's show them medical circles. Let them show them drum circles. Let them show them what cannabis really is. So right now, I'm working on a project of positive cannabis upliftment because I believe that what we have now with the way that they're trying to tone down the weed is white people's way of toning down black people and fitting us into their fucked up way of society. And it's not smoking. It's not valid. It's foogayzee. This weed is foogayzee right now. It's not real. If you agree, like, share, subscribe. There's other make videos. Let us all make fucking videos saying we not smoking this fucking fake weed. And if we are smoking it, it's like McDonald's. We just trying to survive and keep our mental from not fucking niggas up. And we need the right medicine. And they need to stop fucking with the organic medicine of this earth. Point blank, period. Just stand up. Say what's on your mind. Don't domesticate your mind. If you domesticate your mind, you're not going to be making music. You're not going to be making art. You're not going to be creating shit. Stop domesticating your mind. Let's fucking roll up for this weed. Find some type of, nah, nigga. Nah. Some type of gee willikers, whatever the fuck it is in your fucking language that you need to find, like, nah, you ain't gonna fuck with this shit. Gang gang, we gotta protect this shit a little bit better, because as cannabis smokers, we right now is just taking what's given to us, and we're not standing at the front lines of this stuff. We're just smoking what the government's giving us now, thinking that they were gonna do us a favor. Nah, we gotta gang gang, show them how the weed is supposed to be, grow it ourselves, mass produce. Fuck the commercialized, fuck the fucking pharmaceutical company. We become the pharmaceutical companies. We have to gather our mental abilities together to become the pharmaceutical companies, to become the insurance companies, so that we're not suffering. We have to invest and bank our own selves. All the fucking celebrities, all the niggas who got a little extra money, invest in your growers. If you smoke weed and you know you don't want to grow the weed, invest in the niggas who are going to grow the weed. Because right now is the time to stand up for marijuana. This weed is fake. It is fugazi.